Okay, right, we're in. Okay, hi, my name's Huckster, and welcome to our co-op playthrough in Bellwright. Now, I think it's the 13th episode, which is obviously a good thing. So it will just mean extra chaos, mayhem, and panic. So, Joe, you still there? No, sorry, Matt, you still there?
I am.
Good, okay, cool. And Joe, can see you. Ed, hey guys, thanks for joining us. So, are you going to be able to join us at some point today, Matt, or you just want to hang out in chat, or what's your plans?
I'll be in chat for a little bit. I'm still researching some of the late T2 stuff. So.
Okay, cool. Because I'm definitely going to spend a bit of time tomorrow looking at headphones and getting something suitable. Because,
Nice.
yeah, the sound doesn't work. I want everyone to sound as clear as each other. So, work in process. Hey, Christy.
Yeah, it would be nice if we hear each other the same way we hear it through Discord. That'd be great.
I'm an additional NPC, Christy, stalking you. Right, so ideally, if we get a couple of guys on today, we can take another, maybe one, maybe two more villagers, see how we go. I think most of my guys are kitted out. Every time I log in, I just have to have a little wander around just to see what's going on and where we're at. I was watching a couple more of your how-tos, and I should have watched them weeks ago because obviously I've been fuddling around, and especially with the priority how-to, you make it sound so obvious and so clear. I was banging my head in between suggestions on how to make it better, because yeah, we've been we've obviously been doing it wrong quite significantly. So I was just watching it and I was like, yeah, you make it sound so obvious and clear, but obviously from what we were doing, we were just not doing it as well as we could. So I would highly recommend that to anyone. And I'm watching the Asker as well. That game looks fun. It looks a little bit more complex than this, if I'm going to be honest, but it'd be interesting when you get your first villagers and start building up your town. So I do like medieval games, and I love medieval real games or reality based games like this, but I also love medieval fantasy games. So I'm I probably will bounce between the two depending on how far I get in this one. But co-op, any game that plays co-op, I think that's the way I'm going to go from now on. It's just so much more fun. Right, I'm just wandering around in circles. What am I trying to do here? I'm going to go and see if we're actually making anything. Go check out. Look, this guy here, sometimes he manages to climb on the workbench and make stuff, but sometimes he gets a little bit stuck and then just moonwalks for about an hour. Don't know if anyone else is having that problem. Don't know whether it's because we might have built on a slope. That might be the issue. It's flat where he's standing. I always have to watch out for slopes now after I built my barn as a worker trap. Right, what are you building? More of those, I think. What else can I build here? Can I sort these into different things? Okay. Trying to remember where all the tier 2 armour is built. So I think it's just the gambeson and trousers in the weaver hut. And then the gloves and boots are over in this new building we just built recently. Over here. The tanner's hut. So I need some braces. Missing iron. Shouldn't be. And then helmets are over here. Does make sense. It was more convenient building it all in one place, but at least they can build multiple items if we have the resources. Shields, yeah, make loads of shields. No, I don't want those. I want that. And I've got to be honest, I didn't realise that if I put it to the top it will be the priority. That does make sense. Right, so let's get a couple more of these in. Yeah, right, what do you need? Iron. So we're short of iron at the moment.
We've got an iron camp, don't we?
We've got loads of iron ore.
We should have Pete coming in now.
Let me see. I'm going to check. I think we've got tons of iron ore. It's just now converting it into iron ingots. Yeah, so 31 iron ingot and a bit on the way. No, loads of iron ore and a few units of iron ingots, but they're just using it as quickly as we're making it. So,
right. Yeah, it's like everything else. I mean, you know, at the very beginning, you're always running out of it, and then pretty soon it's like flax. You got 27,000 of them in the warehouse.
Absolutely. Well, that's, you know, in the business I work, a bar trade, we'll go in like we did this weekend. We were so busy. You know, we turn up with a certain amount of stock based on how many people are going to be there, and hopefully they'll drink a little bit or a lot of everything, but not all just drink the same thing. And they were all drinking, as I was saying last night, these baby Guinnesses, and they ended up drinking nearly 6 bottles of Kahlúa's worth of baby Guinnesses, and we turned up with 1 bottle. And so obviously I just raced to the nearest supermarket and I'm just buying everything I can see, and that's what I do in game. You know, if I run out,
everything's a 1.
yeah, everything in my life is a priority 1. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think we're all guilty of that. There's a lot of this game where it's like you're sitting around waiting, and then you know, oh crap, you got 2 seconds left to get something done, and everything becomes a 1.
Yeah, I don't think gamers are designed with patience, really, are we?
No. I mean, more of us will try to speed run through this game, and I think it's really built in such a way that you should just enjoy the days.
I think so.
You know?
I think we are.
Like,
to be honest, in this co-op, we just...
A little bit. I mean, we still go pretty heavy. I don't think we never sleep. And I've watched other co-ops where they do actually sleep at night and get that bonus in the morning, and then go on their runs and stuff. So I don't know. I think it's just more coordinated. You know, and I'm sure Christy talks about it in some of her videos. It is really just about the efficiency. Is building the efficiencies into your settlements. Yep. But it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, right? You can't start off. I mean, you can take some of these hints and tips and tricks and, you know, try to make the best use of them if you can. But, you know, to go from tier 1 to tier 2 is a monumental task, or it seems like it is. And then to go from tier 2 to tier 3, man, that's even rougher. I was going to ask, while you were talking about some of these buildings and stuff, I know we've spec'd out a place where we're talking about building the tier 3 camp.
Where we're going to build it.
We should get on that. Yeah, we should probably get on that, unless that's just going to be an outpost. But the buildings, the space you need for buildings is immense.
I think we will hopefully have enough space to the left of to the east of the current settlement. I'm hoping. Other than that, I don't know. I got a raid. I didn't even realise I had one coming in. Shit.
Well, knock them out.
I got
Grab
this.
yourself a bow and arrow. Jump on something.
Right, let me try and Add squad, add, right, recruit. Right, how can I get a different settlement? I can't. Okay. You can't add a different settlement, you can only add troops from your original settlement.
No, you can go into the menu, and at the top on the settlement page, so hit the letter N on the settlement page.
Gotcha.
Hit the arrows to go into that settlement, and then go to population, and then find the villagers that you want to add. Click on them, and then choose companion. Yep. Right now, they only let you, select an army from your base settlement.
Got it.
Which is kind of silly. I don't know why they haven't.
No, thanks for that, because I was going to go and run around and try and find them. So that made it a lot easier.
Yeah.
I've got hardly any food though.
Let's show them what we're made of.
Let's see if we can get you something else. They're living on mushrooms at the moment.
And your food slider, when you set them up from, what's that thing called now? I forget. What's that flag? The staging area. Remember that food slider in your army menu defaults to 1. So if you're going to take them on a walk, or anything that's going to take more than a few hours of game time, make sure you go in and set that slider to 3, and then set everybody to the staging area, and they'll go find at least 3 pieces of food.
Okay, I am definitely listening to you, but I'm trying to get these guys fed and stuff as well. So
with the cloth here, yeah, that's fine. So are you hand feeding them, or are you using the staging area to do it?
I hand fed them because it was just I know how to do that. It was quicker.
Yeah.
I think we might win this.
Well, that'd be a good thing.
Yeah. I've got to get them better gear now though. They're using the tier 1 Gamsons, which is fine, but I'm going to give them all the tier 2 just so that in case this ever happens again.
Yeah.
One of the girls is running around without any trousers on, so I better at least get her some sexy boots, if nothing else. There seems to be like an endless... This is a busy... For tier 2, this is quite busy.
Yeah.
I mean, like a raid level 2, I think we've had to take out about 10 bad guys. Alright.
Where are they all coming from? Yeah.
I think we won.
I'm watching on a bit of a delay, but...
Okay. Phew. But to be honest, that's what I want in this game. I want to be able to, have a raid and not have to spend 4 hours before the raid sitting, waiting, preparing, hoping. I want to be able to just zoom into a settlement and get them up and running and good to go pretty efficiently. And that certainly worked that time.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it obviously does get more complex. I mean, as you have, multiple raids coming in, or a raid party and a reclamation party and a tax party and, man, tea party and everything coming at you. Every kind of party, birthday party, all kinds of stuff coming.
Yeah, no, that was okay. I'm quite pleased, to be honest. I did think when I saw it coming in I was going to lose. Just based on the fact that I wasn't at all prepared.
You got a healthy respect. Yeah. You got a healthy respect. That's nothing.
There's always something.
And then you just realize that, dying is only temporary in this game, so.
It is. But winning just feels better.
It certainly does, yeah. Yeah, running or doing the walk of shame to go get your corpse and pick your stuff back up is kind of.
And also, the problem with the raid is obviously all the workers are taken out of action for a few hours, so.
Oh
We're lucky because Joe
Well,
set up
How's that new weapon treating you?
a delivery system. So they basically are, they've got food. They had some vegetables. So I managed to give them 3 pieces of food, which, yeah, just obviously boosted them enough to get through that battle. Right, guys, good job.
well done.
Yeah.
News from the kingdom? There's always something.
Right, let me take what I can. I need those back. And those. Take all this random stuff. I'll leave you some food. No, you can have that. Oh, who's it saying that it's best to leave bandages in the outposts? Because that will improve something with the people.
I don't know. First I heard of it. What is it?
I can't remember whether it was someone made a comment or left a comment in chat, or I was watching on another video, but there was a recommendation that if you put bandages and or healing potions in the settlements, it will improve the worker morale. And yeah, obviously I have no idea whether that's true or not. I just thought I'd throw it
Yeah, that's
out
interesting.
there.
If anybody knows, I'd love to hear a corroboration on it. That was me, Aussie.
Adam. That was Adam. So, okay, cool. Let me do that. I'm going to bounce backwards and forwards.
So what does it do, Adam?
Because we've got tons of bandages sitting in the main settlement. So I'm going to just take them out there now anyway. Right, what are they doing there?
Another streamer kept losing workers and boars from boars and bandits. And would they bandage themselves up if there were bandages there? That would be cool.
Holy crap, how did all this get in there?
I've never seen a NPC bandage themselves. I mean, you can inspect them and bandage them in order to heal them from a battle.
Which can be a little bit annoying because I'm trying to feed them, and instead I just end up trying to heal them up from the last piece of food.
Yeah, well, you know what sucks is when you have bandages on you and you give them a piece of food that raises their HP, but it hasn't increased yet. It'll immediately, if you look at them again, it'll immediately apply the bandage because it's healing up their HP because it looks as if they got hit. Right? So it's just a waste when they're gonna go up naturally from the food anyway.
I don't mind doing it, apart from the fact that it's time consuming. When I want to just give them the food and move on. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and I agree. If they could heal themselves, that would be awesome. I don't know that they do.
I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to dump it out there because
it can't hurt. I mean, we
can't
get so
hurt.
many
Yeah,
of those
absolutely.
from the cheese factory. Like every other mob down there drops a bandage.
Right.
Happy days, all thanks to you.
Well, I'm going to need to do it. I think I've got a bit of leeway before I get another another raid. I want them to stop putting other stuff into the... They seem to, since the update, I don't know if it's just because I've noticed it since the update, but they seem to be putting the wrong bits, the wrong materials into
Yeah, there are
storage.
There are some new Easter eggs. There's not only that, but you can check your stock levels. And so if you go into your inventory basically and take a look at your supplies to see what you have on hand, it's wrong in many cases now.
Okay.
So like the other day, I was looking at crafting something and for whatever reason, it says I've got 0 rope. And then I went over to one of my main warehouses and I found like 250. How is this not part of that item or part of that inventory? It makes no sense. So obviously something got messed up, but they've always had the problem of, even though you tell your villagers don't put this in here, they will, right? If they run out of room everywhere else, they're putting it in there anyway because they won't leave it on the ground. And you especially find that with spoiled food, because a lot of times I'll go in there and I'll drop 49 spoiled food onto the ground, and inevitably somebody will come along, pick it up, and put it in some other storage.
My feeling is that when they're just going about their business as workers, it seems to be okay. But when I get them to collect stuff after a battle, and then when I release them, that's when the dumping seems to happen. Now I might be wrong, because obviously I don't chase after them. But so that's when when I go after a battle and I go, what's all this crap doing? It feels like it's turned up after the battle.
I wonder if that doesn't have something to do with their priority, right? So they're set as a priority 1 farmer, let's say, and the nearest warehouse that has open storage gets all the crap I had on me, and I'm picking up my hoe and moving on with my life.
Which I'm okay with. I don't mind them doing that because we do that kind of thing. That's what I dump. Yeah. I just want the delivery guys to then go around and sort it out afterwards.
Yeah, and they should, right? As long as everybody's got delivery turned on, and you're not stuck with 2 people. Because remember, their efficiency on delivery is not like Amazon. They are terrible at it. They're super slow. They will eventually do it, though. You just have to have enough specialized warehouses to store everything.
I'm just looking forward to tier 3 storage. I think that's going to make a huge
It's just more stuff to become a nightmare, right?
Yeah.
6,500 spaces of random stuff.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
And then you're like, where is all the flax?
But hopefully one day they'll actually incorporate it where we'll be able to look and see, and they'll say flax storage number 27 or whatever we've named it.
Yeah. That would be ideal if they would do that. I can only imagine with the inefficiencies they have in the list when you look at stuff, like, looking at the research table instead of the research tree. And you have to, scroll through a whole list of stuff, and it doesn't really make sense. It is categorized. They are kind of lumped together in a certain order. But at the beginning, it doesn't make any sense because it just seems like random stuff all jammed together.
And the problem is, whenever I'm looking for something, it's important, and I just want to find that. I don't want to.
Of course.
I don't want to have to work out how to find something.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm worried about, right? So let's say you go in there and you start looking around to say, okay, well, where is this? And they give you a list of everything that's in your village. So you go into storage and you see what's in storage, and you see, let's say, 15 lines of sage. Because each line would have to say, you've got 200 in stock, stockpile 1, 2, 3. And you've got some more over here in, this chest or whatever. I can only imagine that's what they're going to do. And then that list is already long in a very early game. And when you have multiple lines for different locations for each one of these, you'll be scrolling on that thing for hours to try and find it. They got to find there's got to be a way to do a search like a name like you can with crafting.
Chrissy,
you can just start typing in, I want sage.
Would you be okay if I link your how-tos in my channel so people can find them? Because I don't want to do them, and I think yours, well, yours will be way better than mine anyway, so. We need more storage here. Bollocks, let me try and work that out. This. Like this. Yeah, no, I just think it'd be good. You know, because obviously if people are just watching mine for fun and just entertainment and they actually want to know how to play the game properly, then they can go to yours and go, these are some great ideas. Because obviously, you know, we'll share the ideas that we get from your channels, your how-tos. You know, oh, we noticed this, and so we get, you know, any kind of crossover. But as I say, I'm not very good at doing them, so I try to avoid it. And yours are brilliant, so.
And you know, stealing her ideas is the most sincere form of flattery.
There is that. Where is the storage? Stockpile. Right, build that. We need that. Right, any of them on? Yes, they will. Good. Well, you know, from a guy who's been playing this for a while, and yeah, mostly trial and error, a lot of ideas being bounced around. I genuinely believe the ones I watched, most of what you've been showing has been useful to me, and then obviously some of it I'm like, I already knew that. But if I watched them when I first started playing the game, not when I first started playing, maybe like 5 or 6 hours in, just fumbling around, getting used to the mechanics, the control and the movement, and then started watching them, then they would have been invaluable. But yeah, even I was just watching the combat chaos, and yeah, it was hilarious, made me chuckle. But even that, you know, I think I died to that wolf about 10 times, and you killed it the first time. I'm like, yeah, no, fair enough. I don't want them, want them, and that. Right, cool. I got totally sidetracked. I was trying to get some peat. Hopefully the cheese factory has some peat. That should be coming in. But it was a fun mess, and that's what matters. Right, Pete, where are you going to be? So, anyone who wants to join in would be more than welcome. But even if you just want to join our Discord, just shoot the shit, hang out. That will also be really cool. Why isn't the cheese factory? Idle citizen. Is she dead? It's night time.
Is there a shovel down there?
Yes, there's 2.
Okay, good.
Come on then. What are you doing? Wow, I was just... How did that happen? I just taken out an archer, and we were having, you know, a nice little one-on-one, and then all of a sudden, 5 nasties just ganked me while I was watching, while I was just looking at chat. Okay, so what was I trying to do?
That's what you get for looking at chat.
Yeah, I know. Never again. Where am I?
You gotta pay attention. That's a deadly area down there. They don't mess around.
That would definitely help. I think that's hopefully we can get the woodsman and we can start building better bows.
Yeah, what's our next liberation?
I think when we were talking about it, we were planning on getting the villager that would allow us to build a tanner, so that we could make rawhide. But that got resolved by the update, so I'm guessing we'll just go for the villager that has the, is it the carpenter, so we can do the bow and the arrows. Which, yeah, if there's enough of us on tonight, I'll be more than that. I'll be love to do it tonight.
Or the laborer, so you can do the backpacks.
Yep. Yeah, the labourer for the backpack for us would be great. I'm assuming also the food pouch, because I'm not entirely sure whether the staging area is working as well as it could, because none of our guys have food pouches.
Yeah. So, I mean, so based on the list, right, Farnworth is probably the next best one. You've got the innkeeper, the weaver, the laborer, and the healer.
Farnsworth. Okay. Oh, why are there so many?
But you need Bradford for the woodman. Woodsman.
We'll probably go for Bradford, just because it's close, so we can get it done.
Yeah. I mean, Horndean we could do and just let them reclaim it. That'd be a pretty easy pick down there. And really, you can do that with every one of them. The problem is you can't get them until you get Bellwright in some of them. So, you know, Protector's not enough, and Liberation's not enough in some cases. You got to get Bellwright to recruit maybe all of those people. Because I remember the farmer for Herndeen, I couldn't recruit the farmer or the weaver there or the blacksmith. I got all 3 of them now until I got to Bellwright.
Okay.
So I think they're all the same, which would be kind of a mess because Horndean is right down there where they all come from. So we'd have to build a pretty big camp down there. Or have all 4 of us on going at it at the same time.
I'm thinking that probably if we just get Bradford, because it's hopefully relatively easy to protect, and we can build that up. And the other ones, just to get the required, the actual workers that we need, and slowly make our way south, rather than try and liberate them and secure them straight away. Just
Christy, what order do you liberate the towns in? She knows more about this game than all of us combined.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, Bradford. If we just do Bradford for the bow, get that done, and then Padstow might be a good one just to have it close by, because it shouldn't be too easy for us to get over to them to protect it. But
Well,
I think
Padstow's
Bradford.
got a woodsman as well, right?
Say again?
Padstow's got a woodsman as well.
Oh, okay. So we could just
So-
do Padstow then.
Yeah, we could do Padstow. That's got a woodsman and a carpenter. So the only reason to do Bradford would be to get the healer or another weaver.
Where's the innkeeper?
Farnworth.
Oh, bollocks.
Yeah, Farnworth has the innkeeper, weaver, laborer, and healer.
Yeah, I guess we should take that, hire them, and then let it go, rather than try and keep that. And then just basically, I'd like to just consolidate around the areas that we can, and then slowly take the villages, and every time we take one of the villages further south, build up a settlement nearby, ready to defend it.
Well, the good news is if we don't beat down the cheese factory, like we went in the other night and we cleared one of those bandit camps, but if we leave that down there, we can always farm renown. And so getting a settlement, and throwing 10 warriors down there, taking some of our people and rehoming them into each of these new outposts should be fairly easy to do. I mean, we can get enough renown to keep building those things up.
Yeah.
Padstow second, because it's so close to the starting area. Brad is also a good option. And then, Christy, do you try to keep all of them going while all the reclamations and the raids and the tax parties and all those are going, or do you eventually let them get reclaimed? Because at some point, it's just got to be a bit much. I mean, I know you can turn off raids, but you can't turn off reclamation.
And to be honest, there's no way I'd want to turn off raids. I think the raids are essential for the sense of urgency and the chaos and the, just
Well, quite possibly. But if you have all three of those going at the same time, there's no way for you to get in three different places. You can't get your people there because they can't fast travel.
Then we lose it. Do you know what I mean? In co-op,
Yeah.
in a solo game, I'd be tempted to either turn it down, and therefore not be so inconvenienced, or turn it off if it was just too annoying. But in a co-op game, I think we need them just because it makes it so much more fun, and I love the chaos, and I love it when
without question. Yeah. The problem that I have with it is you got to remember that the raids and the reclamation are both capture the flag. So if one guy gets through, it gets reclaimed, or you lose 600 items out of your inventory, even though there's only one guy.
That upsets you a little bit, I believe. Is that right?
Oh my God, that just annoys the crap out of me. I mean, first of all, I killed the guy. It was after he touched the base, I'll give you that. But I did kill the guy, and he didn't have 662 items on him, or whatever it said it was. And I just don't know how the devs do the math. I guess he airmailed it home or something? I don't know. And an Amazon pickup?
I
Not quite sure.
think he just had really big pockets.
He must have. But you know, when I killed him, I should have emptied those pockets, and I think I pulled like 2 straps and a, you know, thing of spoiled food off of him or something. It was just unnerving. And you know, if the price that you paid for a reclamation wasn't having to rebuild the bell tower each time,
That'd be
it
brutal.
was just well, I mean, that's what it is, right? So they go in there and they destroy it. If one guy gets in there, they destroy the bell tower. And so for you to reclaim it, you got to rebuild it, and you got to fight the bandits out. Which
So
is
they don't
really-
actually
that's
have
not the
to
worst part.
physically destroy it.
Well, they knock it down, yeah.
Okay.
You go there and it's been knocked down. And then of course the brigands are back there in town, right? So they're hostile, and you go back in there and they want to kill you. Imagine that.
Yeah, because the thing
but-
is, if I was doing a solo game and just playing
Yeah.
it normally, I would just scum save. Whereas,
Yeah, me too.
obviously, the live game and the co-op, we're not scum saving, so yeah, we'll have to do it properly. Which, ouch.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, it's definitely fun. The chaos is definitely where it's at. So. Yeah. Who's jerk faces? The guys that steal from him
Yeah,
with the deep pockets.
because there obviously has to be a penalty for losing a raid, and there's obviously the moral debuff on the villagers. They steal a lot of stuff. But they, like, you know, I do agree with you. I just think it's quite funny when you start having a temper tantrum over it. The fact that they steal way more than they can carry, or you know, we
Right.
want their pockets or backpacks or whatever. But there has to be a significant penalty to losing a raid, or you know, so what? It's a raid. Let them grab
And
two
they did it.
two
It must be a
potatoes and be done with it.
percentage of your stuff. Is the only thing I'm thinking of, is right. They go through and they say, okay, well, you've got this many items. We're taking, you know, 5% or 2% or whatever the deal is.
I guess maybe the percentage is based on how many bandits are at the beginning of the raid rather than the end of the raid, so that they don't have to calculate
I'm sure.
the percentage based on how many we actually killed. So when we get 27 guys attacking at the beginning, that's how they calculate it. I'm guessing. I don't know.
It's possible, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, you know, doing simple math in there, that makes perfect sense. Why not? The brigands, yeah, the brigands are jerk faces. I'll agree, 1,000%. Especially when they kill me 6 times in a raid.
I love them. My
in a-
favourite is the
in a
two-hander.
recognition.
I think he's great fun. I love the way he can
Oh, yeah,
kill me
he's-
in about 2 hits. I just
Yeah, yeah.
it makes me laugh.
That's a
and-
fun.
Yeah, it makes
That's
me
a fun
happy.
dance.
Yeah. He can take out
That's a
my
fun
plank
dance.
shield in 1 hit. It's like, what?
And 3 of us are yelling at you, run straight!
Run away. And I'm just trying to run away. I'm just trying to get away from him. I can't even, you know.
Yeah, we don't care if you run away, just run straight so we can keep a arrow on it.
You're supposed to be running
you're-
right behind me, 2 foot away, and shooting
Yeah.
him from that distance. You see, that's
That would be-
teamwork.
That would be awesome. Instead, we're all up on the perch just trying to,
Yeah, yeah.
seeing the sights.
Yes, can you please run that real nasty bad guy into a perfect position so I can shoot him from range nice and safely on a roof? Yes, yes, I can do that.
That's it.
Yeah,
Just
that's
bring
no
him straight to. Oh, you didn't do it right. Go
No, no.
around. Come
Sorry,
back.
I'll be back in a sec. Once I've recovered, I'll be back in a moment, lads. Just hang in there, nice and safe, you'll be fine.
Huck, can you hold on a second? I gotta go get more arrows.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wasted them all
totally.
while you were doing figure eights. I only brought 150 to kill 1 guy.
To be honest, I think we should have possibly done the first part, the village bit, at the beginning of the day, so it was daylight. Because by the time we got our shit together, it was night time, and I just
You know,
think
everybody talks about that. You're talking about the reclamation part
No,
of it?
no, I'm
Or
talking about
just
the initiating
Yeah,
the
we could've-
conversation in the village and killing
Although-
the village brigands.
I'll be honest with you, from an archer's point of view, nighttime is better, because we can see the red bar above their head much easier at night than
Okay.
you can see them during the day. They kind of blend in with all the other players. I mean, they're running around erratic, but it doesn't help me shoot him any better. It definitely, shooting after the red mark is right where his head's at. So
Okay,
what
no,
I'm
that's fair
looking
enough.
for. Yeah, but I thought you were talking about like the reclamation party always being at night. I've never seen a video or a playthrough that anybody's ever had that reclamation show up during the day. It's always been at night.
I guess it's based on
I
the
could be
time that
wrong.
they leave and they get to you.
Right.
And if
It takes a whole day's walk.
and if they're attacking somewhere closer, then it will just take less time for them to get there. I guess. So that once again,
Would make sense.
speculation.
Yeah. Yeah. Although you've undoubtedly seen some of the same videos where the reclamation party will start to backtrack all of a sudden. And
Yes.
they just like they're going home for some reason, or like I don't know, one of them forgot something. I don't know what the deal is, but it's so strange. I had that happen the other day. It's
Yeah,
just
we
like,
had
where
that.
are you going?
Zach was trying to pull them into us,
and they
and
double
they were
back.
just all over the place. And all I'm watching
Yeah.
is this little dot of death just moving around the map. Going, what are you doing, mate? Stop messing around. And he's like, no, I'm
Yeah.
trying. Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, my favorite though was when you're like, okay, well, are we getting ready for that raid? And the three of us were already down there, and I mean, I think it was a reclamation, and we had already killed them all. And you're like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
When I get there, they're all dead.
Zach did that to me the other day. Or was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Whenever I spent about an hour getting all my guys perfect food, polished their helmets, swapped out their shields, and he's like, they're all dead, mate. I'm like, okay. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm totally cool with that. All it is about killing them. It's not a case of who kills them. And it's just good practice for me to actually get my team together quickly and efficiently. So if he's killing them off, that just means that they're dead and we can just get on with business.
Right. Yeah, you can just release everybody. But yes,
Yeah.
Christy, we agree that that is most definitely annoying when you get a troop of 25 people going with you, and they're all half fed. Somebody's complaining about their tummy hurting, and you end up walking past pad style, and they decide to double back and come through the middle of the freaking map. What a... And there's no way. And it's winter, and you can't stop and get mushrooms or berries.
Well, the thing is, with my guys, I really don't want to have to move them too far. So ideally, anywhere within the settlement is as far as I want to move, because they're slow.
Yep.
So I don't want to be chasing the parties down, because the parties are going to be able to outmove my guys.
Easily, yeah. And then by the time you get there, half of your guys have disbanded because they got hungry.
Yeah.
Especially when you hand feed them. I mean, the staging area is at least a little bit better now. I go in there and I set everybody at 9. I don't care how much food you carry as much as you can. Everybody get loaded up. Everybody's got seed bags on them. We're going on a long hike. It's going to be a slow hike, and we'll probably have to double back through the woods, which means they're going to end up fighting wolves and boars and God knows what else on the way down there. Oh, look, a crow. Wonderful. And you know as well as I do, once they go into battle, you're never getting them back. So
I've never actually
severely
tried
focused.
this call to arms. Turn workers marked as guards reservists into guards okay.
You've never done call to arms?
You know, I haven't, purely for the fact that I normally, all the guys that are guard reservists, I've done to indicate that they are going to be my shield wall, so that when I go into army, add squads, companions, recruit, I can just look down the list and go, right, all the ones with the green, I know that they are my melee fighters.
They're military worthy, yeah.
So-
Yeah, that's what I do as well. Yeah.
So
The
if
call
we
to
could
arm, all
just
that
have
does is make
another,
them walk around your settlement.
if we could have a symbol here to go melee, range, just have, I would say, 5 different icons. Oop, no, I don't want you.
Yeah. Well, you remember they said that we're going to be able to set up templates for armor and weapons. So that'll be good. If they would give us some indication, some way to say, you are a member of the marching military, you're a member of the local guard, you're a worker.
Yes.
and then have those separated out. So you can just quickly go in and say, okay, call to arms all my guys that march and that go with me as companions, and one click and they all come running, and you stage them and you just go. But maybe that's too gameplay. Maybe that's not enough realism for the devs.
What are you doing? Yeah, I would still want to have a little bit of prep work in play. But, okay, so
Yeah, Joe.
having my guys wearing the correct gear, as in armour, yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Unless
That's coming,
there's
yeah.
2 templates and one's combat armour and one's worker gear, and they actually implement stats that improve. So, for example, they wear body armour and it improves their armour class, or they're wearing outfits that improves their crafting or productivity or delivery time or something like that. I think that would be really cool, so you could actually start going around collecting gear that enhances their worker stats. But that, you know...
Well, we're about to find out with that big red dot on your map what's going on there.
What big red dot?
You don't have it. You don't have it. Sorry, I was on the wrong one. I was going to say that I thought you had a raid coming in, but it was a different screen.
No, not man. So yeah, so they could be like combat uniforms and worker uniforms that enhance.
Mhm.
I love that kind of shit. You know, I would spend hours just tweaking up my guys and getting them as productive or as effective as possible. Then, as I say, the other bit I would love to have is just the ability to differentiate between types of troops, so that at the moment we've got essentially melee, shield wall. So if I was to have melee, two-hander, DPS, so be able to differentiate between those two, and then we have range, so there's 3, and then the 4th one would be basically all the plebs that have no real fighting ability whatsoever, but we can still hand them pitchforks and have them running at the very end to just start hitting. So we could have 3 squads, and just to be able to indicate them who is who, so I can see what ones we're going to click. Because myself and Joe working together, we're like, you know, we're trying not to steal each other's troops, but we just do because we just get click happy.
Yeah, that happens.
Right, more peat farming. How much have I got now? They seem to burn through peat a lot quicker. I think it was you that was saying that they use it for fertiliser, but we turned that off, so they shouldn't be doing that now. .52. They just seem to use... It feels like, even though peat lasts a lot longer than wood, they only do 1 iron ore per peat burn. Oh, I might be wrong.
Yeah,
See,
that's
no,
again,
look.
that's their efficiency.
Yeah, so there's 1 there. They haven't taken it out. There's nothing in there. There's peat burning. What are you doing? You're going to do something useful. There's 1 burning. Waiting for employment. Yeah, this is definitely not working properly. So if I take that out, what is this doing here? Right, we've got a load of... Oh, that's why. Okay, cool. No. Resources off. Copper. No, not them. Iron ingots, iron ore. And tin. Tin ingots, tin ore. And then... yeah, that should work. Right, problem solved. We're going to just clear all this crap out now. 3 ingots, top up 20. Alright. 10, we'll go for another 10 there. Right, cool. Compost, okay. I thought it was food and something else. What was it? Oh yeah, we went through this and you said it's just all the burnt and spoilt. Okay. What else was I going to do? Can't get any more peat. I've got some in. And often I feel like I'm herding cats at the same time.
Yep. I know that feeling.
But yes, Ed, very much so. Right, let me go and check to make sure they built the other. Yes, they did. Good. Levi, how's it going, buddy? So when are you going to join us, mate? I think you should. Haha. That pretty much covers it, Joe. Right, I've got some food now. What to do with all this crappy stone? Because that's what's taking up all my bloody inventory. Oh, they're not taking back the... Doesn't look like they're shipping out the broken pickaxes. Look at that, I don't want stone, that's just fucking nonsense. Oh no, looking at the wrong thing. Right, deliveries, there it is, to, from, it's there though, weekly, let's go daily, and then from Falmouth, let's go 2 for a moment. Oh, cool. Try that. So yeah, do we not have that? Send to Falmouth from iron mine, stone, crudes. Oh, we didn't set it up. Okay, cool. Crude stone. To Falmouth. So from Iron Mine to Falmouth daily. Nothing. Yeah, but regardless, we are definitely going to need these warehouses, or else I'm just going to have to stop like just destroying stuff like stone and other materials that we're just hoarding.
But I don't know. Stop being a hoarder, yeah.
But the problem is I don't know what I'm going to need at later stages. So the games I've played all the way through, and I go, oh, I don't need stone when I get to tier 3, I can throw it away. But at the moment, I don't actually know what I'm going to need, so I want to keep everything. Like with spoiled food, I've been getting rid of loads of that in my solo games, and then I find out that I can trade it for bronze. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to get rid of anything now. And we're just literally running out of space. Okay, yeah, good call. Because I think we built a few shrines in Bradford, and I went out and mined it or picked it up around here. So it would be easier to use it, zone in, build them, and just clear out all this crap that's getting in the way. Let's have a look. Go on then. Storage, crude stone. Yeah, 415.
I'm going to step away for a second. I'll be back.
Okay, buddy. Hey, Sticks. Yeah. You know, we've got a bit of chat going on. Hopefully some guys will join me and we can take out the next village. Not entirely sure. I think we could go for Penryn because it gives us additional choices of apprentices that we can recruit. But it'll probably be one of these two, if not both if we have time. Absolutely. Shrine the whole place up.
My backside will freeze off at this rate.
But we're pretty, to be honest, now that we've got our mine supply, the iron ingots coming in, we definitely seem to be getting the better gear, which is pretty pleasing. Right, why don't we have ingots? Oh, so we've still got them all burning. That one's got one in. Yeah, they don't seem to be taking them out as quickly as I like. Haha, Lord Huxter, hardly. But I appreciate the sentiment. be cool if we could actually sell shrines on YouTube. Ooh, here we go. Oh, I've already got them. Oh, I haven't. Wait, what's going on? Studded braces. That should be alright. Let's all look. Yeah, they look much better. Maybe. Where would it be held? Crasmere, I think. That would be the best place for a Shiners convention.
Snow's coming. Best stock up on firewood.
Don't know how we built this travel sign quite so far away.
I'm working.
Come on. Right, they've all got stuff now. They've got the better gear, so they should be able to survive for a little bit longer. Right, Peaches is our next raid. But I'm going to take a quick break, grab a fresh cup of coffee. Just put some iron in there. Fuck. All he does is... oh no, he did it that time. That's why we're getting through so much peat. They're using it and they're not actually putting any iron in, I'm sure of it. Or very rarely. I'll come back.
My backside will freeze off at this rate.
What are you making?
Curious times we live in, with talk of wars and rebels and such.
Right, I'll just keep on doing stuff. I've got to go back in about well, a few minutes. See you in a minute, guys.
I'm working.
The biting cold reminds us that winter is relentless.
Because I was just thinking, one of the suggestions that Christy made in the priorities video that she made was to turn priorities down in winter, like mushrooms and berries, or they just ignore that anyway and focus on wood, because this is the time we should be stocking up on wood. So let's have a look, see if that is feasible. We have very few people getting wood at the moment. Smelting, that's fine. We've only got a few smelters. So I'm guessing everyone should be on delivery. What are you? You're cooking and farming. Okay, no, you can stay with that. It was complex enough when I had 2 villagers to choose what they should do, but now... yeah, no. I'm going to leave it. That's way too much for me to look at. I'll just run around like an idiot and go, right, what have we got? If we haven't got enough of that, I'll go and get some. Can't get any peat at the moment. I bet they've used all the stuff that I've got. Because that's my only concern really. I just want to get as much of my guy or the guys kitted out. 21, so still enough there. Iron. Iron ore loads. And ingots. And where are they going to be? 5. Where am I going to have 5 ingots? Is that what it looks like when they are in the tool makers? The actual production huts. Let me check. 6. Alright. Okay, I'm just going to assume that this is delayed. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. So we've got enough iron ingots there. And this one, I just put them in, so I guess they've gone to bed. They're kind of making that one. And then the helmets, I think I've got loads of helmets, so we should be alright with that one for now. Yeah. Okay, all looking pretty strong. It looks like most of the gear is coming in. So they're the best trousers. Looks like we stopped making the gambesons. And our crafter. Gotta make sure I do the right one this time. Fuck, which one was it? I'm going to change him to 1 so I can just find him straight away from now on. It's not a lion, is it? No. Oh, no, wait, was it Soul? No. Opal. Right, I know we had 2 crafters that were capped at 10 and both of them had 7. Fuck. Right. Charlie, he has... That's not him, but we can get him up next. Here we go. This is the one. He needs just under 800. And he's got a flesh wound. Why has he got a flesh wound? Cromwell. He's a hunter. Okay. No, sorry. I'm going to take him off hunting for a while. Even though we need the food. But we need the crafting done more. Peaches. Alright, I better get a bow and arrow out. Let me just do this. See if you... I can't remember if you can actually do the book experience when they're injured. Where is it? I've got 1 somewhere. I'm sure I have one. Please, come on. Everything but crafting, huh? Yeah, good. No, not me. No. Okay, so I guess you can't do it while they're injured. Okay, let's get a few more straps in there, and we need some more raw hides. I want this to be automated, gotta be honest. It's a real pain in the ass having to put them in. Welcome back, Christy. I was watching the priorities videos today, and I was tempted to turn down the foraging from mushrooms and berries and turn it up onto wood cutting, but my fear is I'll forget to turn it back, so I'm just going to have to hope for the best. I think we're okay for food at the moment, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, not too bad. What are we? We're missing stew. So, do you have any idea why the drying rack isn't automated like everything else? Because they take them off, they just don't put any of them on. There doesn't seem to be any way to manage it. Apart from here, just to prioritise it. It is? Okay. I've never actually seen them put it on, but I have seen them take it off. Maybe I just missed it. Why aren't we making stew? What are we missing? We're not, they are making it. Oh, is that all smoked? It's not burnt. Is it burnt? Yeah, it's burnt. Fuckers. Right, cool. Are we actually missing anything else over here? I think there should be a way you can actually feed the burnt meat to the workers that make it or do it. Just, you know, just to show them that they mustn't burn the meat ever again. Yep, okay, one sneak peek. That's fair, that's cool. Watch it anyway, but... Place the minimum of dry hides in a barn. Ah. Okay, cool, because I don't think we've got that, so I'm definitely going to try and sort that now. So we've got everything we need to make cauldron food. So basically have all the barns, all storage turned off for hides, and one with just a minimum, and then they'll empty it out. Okay, cool. I'll certainly try that. Well, you know, we're doing okay for food because sometimes we run down to really low, so it's certainly working. Right, so this one shouldn't have hides at all. It's food, equipment, other. Don't want other in there. I'm so glad, Ed, because I bet they would if they could. Okay, so this one has 118 hides in it, and this one has 117. So oh, okay, that was probably me. So let's do that. So, okay, so if I put it too low, will they just ignore them until there's somewhere to move them to? If I try 50, so a minimum 0. I reckon they work perfectly. It's just obviously it's just complex trying to learn it. And I think probably my fault is I don't give it enough time to actually work. I just, you know, I keep on changing it too much, or I notice something's wrong and I go off and mess it up even worse. So we'll go with that. 20 and 50 and 50 and 100, see how that works out. Right, let's go and do some experience gaining. What though? I better check on wood, I'm sure we're low on that. Yep. Sorry about this guys, but it's my daily grind. Why have I still got that there? But yeah, Chris, I'm definitely looking forward to this video coming out. I know there's loads I'll learn. What is my harvesting? Feels like it should be way higher by now. It's got to be one of the things I do the most. I planted some. I'll go back to it in a sec. I planted some, but I couldn't work out what to do with them once they grew. So I just want to actually check how much XP do I get for one tree. 10,877. So 20 for a tree with a cranberry. Right. Yeah, because Adam, we got it all set up. I think Joe came on and got the farmer working on it, so it's working. I just couldn't work out how to do it myself, like everything else. Like with the farming, you do it, well, it's pretty simple with the farming to go through the whole process, whereas the fertilising the trees just seemed that you just basically have tree saplings and you turn them into, I'll show you, it'll probably be easier if they grow this time of year. Right. So we got our forester up here. I'm guessing you don't actually need to put it up in the forest. Okay, yeah, we've got a bunch here done. So if you take one and a seed, you get that. So I don't know what to do with that, I've got to be honest. And then take the seed, and then you've got to get mud. Probably be better off putting this next to the mud maker, I'm guessing. Yeah, so you can put mud in, that's no problem. You can put the seed in afterwards, unlike with other stuff where you could just put in whatever you've got in your inventory. This seems to have to be in order, and then they grow and they turn into that, and then you get this if you plant. So read what it says. A growing tree ready to be planted in a forest by your worker. So I guess it's only the workers that can do it, because that's what it says. Because I don't know where to actually, there's no way I can seem to activate it. Yeah, I'm right clicking and left clicking. So I've got to put it in the storage. It says a growing tree ready to be planted in a forest by your worker. So I'm guessing not. Yeah, I guess that's true. Which I'm curious as to who would be, what would that be under? Not crafting or smelting, not harvesting, farming. Is that the most likely skill for that? Farming, yeah, that makes sense. Are there tree saplings in here? Yes. Do we want them in there? I guess we could store some in case we grow loads. I'm actually going to put another one of those over by the mud place, because that seems like a better place to do it. Is it better to move the mud to them, grow them all there, and then plant them straight out, or is it better to get everything going here, because they need water and mud, And let's try that. Can't have too much wood. That's my philosophy. Forester. Let's just put them everywhere, see which ones work best. Wow, it doesn't like uneven ground, does it? There you go. Don't really want you there. There, that's better. And I think it needs water, like a farm, but not when it's raining, so... let's max that up to 1. Very good, Robert. That made me chuckle. Right, I'm going to get ready for this raid. There's only me and one worker over there, and I don't think she's going to be all that much use. Right, one of them. Don't need them. Got my... well, I'm sure we had some arrows at one point somewhere. Haha. Yeah, I think it's easy when you say it out loud. When you read it, you're like, what? When you actually say it, you're like, oh, okay. Simple arrows somewhere. Where? They're not going to be here, are they? Are they? I need to get those to the other place, don't I? Give me those. Give me at least one. Right, if there's 6 sturdy axes, where are they going to be? They're going to be where they're supposed to be, obviously. Oh, perfect. Doesn't seem to be any music. It's quite eerie. Right, more iron. What you got here? Right, you're looking good. Right, we need to get rid of the spoilt food as well then. So that's exactly what it should be. Yeah, they can have loads of... maybe they're getting too much veg. Alright, quick run, panic. Can I get in? Where is it? Where is it? There. Right then, let's see if I can do a Zack attack and take these out on my own. Please have some food. There's loads of berries. Okay. Right, if I actually take them, some of them. Are you going to die? If she's living on berries, her XP should go up super quick. UPS. I don't get the reference. I know UPS. I think that might be a bit American for me. Right then. Gonna focus. What's blue and doesn't weigh much? Nope. Water. Sky. Just stop it. Dad. Stay still. Holy crap, how many? Oh, that's not going to work, is it? There's no way I'm going to be able to kill these guys in time. Can't shoot. Come here, guys.
Don't try and hold stupid.
$59, ouch. Go. Come on, group up, lads. How many? What? Oh, I should just let them run away. Kind of glad they haven't actually implemented the fence destruction yet. Stand still. I'm not going. Oh, no. No, stand up, there we go. That's it. Line up nicely. Stop fidgeting. Am I out of arrows? No, surely not. Living on berries. Just get up. Oh shit. Kind of stuck, really. Just stay there. Does it come out? Alright, I'll do. What did we get?
I'm logging in.
Oh, cool. These are rubbish. Crafting. Looks like we're getting some of the loot back. Need some gold, so that's cool. Oh, okay. I think so. It's nice at the moment to be able to cheese places, but you know they're coming at you with massive axes and maces, and you know they can't even get through a few twigs. That's like 3 wood to make this, so I'm sure they'll implement it, and it'd be cool because then hopefully when they actually, if they actually implement the fortifications, and we can build stone walls and stone structures, then yeah, sure, that should have a much higher durability, but this should go down in a couple of swings. What did they get? Oh, it wasn't too bad. Right, get back to work, honey. In fact, I better make sure she's got enough. And I think that would be another, so, you know, a percentage chance maybe. No, we can assume some would break, but some available to reclaim, you know. Especially when there's only a finite amount of resources. You know, when you're making copper arrows and you literally run out of tin and copper. Oh, not copper arrows, bronze arrows. Yeah. And also, we were talking about this being Zach last night. It'd be nice to actually have mines that go into the mountains with an infinite amount of ore. You know, because obviously, you get a good vein and it would last centuries. So, the nodes, I can understand why they deplete, but T3 or T4 where you can actually research deep mining. I think that make I think that'd be realistic. Right. Hello. Hey Joe.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, no, good. Well, not really. We lost a raid, but hey, next time. Fine stew. In fact, I'd better actually go back there and pick up those berries, or they will just rot. Is there anything you want to do, or are you just gonna wing it?
Mostly I was coming in because I want to look at when the snow's in. I want to look deeper into the forester and the farming, and whether or not those use peat.
Okay. Because I think farming, obviously you can't do anything at the moment. Curious as to whether they can actually grow trees in winter. Right, let's get all this crap out. So, obviously, if anyone wants to join us, they will be welcome. Got 2 slots. Just jump in. If you're new and your character has just started, it'll be a low level, but we'll be able to kick them out. And as you can see, I wouldn't say not serious gamers so much. Yeah, we take gaming seriously, but anyone's welcome to join and have a laugh. Right, let's see if that guy got Leopold. Yes! Fuck, he's made it to 8 in crafting. So, make me this. That should do it. I think they've actually put these on. So that's been a lot longer. Yeah, these have definitely been put on. Let's have a look over here. Excellent, Levi. Yeah. Join us anytime, hang out, share some ideas and some screenies and stuff, but if you can play, that would be awesome. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Not fur, not those, fur. Right, is that because we're so low on fur, that's why they're not making them?
I just dropped some fur in.
Huh?
I just brought some fur in.
Oh, you have? Okay, cool. We need 15 for the next set. For in the tanner's hut, yeah? So,
No, I dropped it at the barn dump.
okay. So I need 15 of those wall things for something, for the last armor, body armor. Well, I'm actually going to try and use some of these books just to burn through them, because we're just hoarding them now. It's getting silly.
Now they're in the dinner set.
There. Right, he's making something.
I'm working.
You're working. Yeah, cool. Yes. Absolutely. That, that, and that. It's funny because we've got so much bronze ingot now. Oh, those there. Give me those. I'm going to chain him to the tanner until he's finished them all.
Winter is relentless.
So that's 22. So good. Make more, mate. Should give him a berry, really. No, I should have stopped him. Bollocks. I'll give him a berry in the morning, and then hopefully he'll supercharge his experience. Right, let's do some book XP. What do I want? I want to get rid of this. It looks like they're putting more in there. Why? Don't put anything in there. We've got so many reeds, it's ridiculous. Reeds in the library. I quite like that.
Reads in the library.
I'll take an agility, I think. Right, oh, let me just get rid of these first. Do it that way around. Cooking. Do you want me to add any combat books to your guys?
If they can take it, yeah.
We've got 10 apprentice hunting books. Should we just burn through a couple of them? Strength apprentice. Shields. Definitely. One of my guys I think needed strength to get them up to. To be honest, I'll do them at one at a time because I can't think at the moment. So one of them, you needed to get to 3. Fuck, you're going to take forever. Alright, it's a start. You can have shield. You can have shield. Yeah, why not? You're kind of rubbish, aren't you, really? I'll give you a bit more shield anyway. Oh, you're going to be lovely. What do you need? You can definitely have a shield.
Good boy.
Right, so hunters. Where are you? You're capped. Why wouldn't you take that one? Victoria, you're a hunter.
If you have strength books, Victoria could use strength boosts.
Unfortunately, I think I just gave her a hunting book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't be too long. It's only a low level one. Her archery's fucking good though.
That doesn't hurt. Well,
Wow, she is good, isn't she?
yeah. I forgot what I was doing.
That. Right, what else? Just going to do stuff. Labouring. Let's get some of these guys labouring.
That would be definitely good.
Right, 21 research. What a waste of time. Two-handed. Harvesting. And labouring. Right, I'm going to do them. So, harvesting. Let me just...
You said there was reeds in the...
There's reeds in the library. Loads of them. Right, cool. They should hopefully all be reading something now. And we should be able to give all the guys relatively good gear as well. Fact, we've got 7 journeyman strength. Let's start using them up. I just want one
I can't use that.
one basic strength. I don't think we got any. Yeah, let me think. Okay, so I'm going to go and get some more strength books tomorrow. Just the basic ones. Well, we've got mud there. So... this is the bit that confuses me about the forester. So, okay, just growing trees or saplings makes sense. But
saplings
does
turn to young trees.
Yeah. So why in the actual management window do I have a priority for logs and hardwood logs?
I don't rightly know, but I would think that us putting them at the same priority so we can get some hardwood going would be a good thing.
But where do they get it from?
I don't know.
So the logs, what they do, chop down a tree? We don't seem to be able to put any...
I think they'll chop it down once it becomes mature.
So do these grow into trees or hardwood trees?
So far they're just growing into regular trees. I haven't seen one way or the other.
Because with the other ones, the normal young lumberjack, you've actually got to put axes into the management screen so that they can chop down whatever trees. But you can't put axes in here, so are they actually going to go out and chop shit down, or where are they going to get these logs from?
I don't know. We haven't seen. It hasn't been going on long enough,
Right.
And
so is it growing them or is it chopping them down? That's my kind of general question.
So far, it's growing them.
Right.
I've seen them plant saplings, and I've seen the saplings turn into young trees.
Okay.
But I have not seen them go to full-size trees yet.
Okay.
So I just don't have the information.
Yeah, so, I guess the only thing I can assume is that we can grow normal trees and hardwood trees rather than cut them down. And I guess that just hasn't been implemented.
Right, but the hardwood trees drop wood to be harvested.
Okay.
They drop the branches. That much I do know. I've seen it occur.
Right. Okay, anyway, I think everything seems to be working relatively well. Well, we seem to have food. I'm going to get some more wood. I'm sure we need wood by now. It's my go-to when I can't think of anything else in particular I need to do.
Hunting.
Yeah, no, not really mine.
Okay.
I think I've got 2 in. Let me have a look. 3 in archery and 1 in hunting. And we need wood anyway, so...
Yeah.
I'll just check the threat. So it looks like Falmouth's okay for a few days. Oh yeah, right. Might have a raid on my chest relatively soon, but to be honest, it looks pretty clear. We should be okay to get some admin done or housekeeping. But yeah, ideally, thing is, if we get a couple more on, I think we'll be able to just deal with the brigands in the villages, 4 of us, like we did last time. Anyway, that was more fun, rather than take the villagers all the way over, just deal with it that way. And then deal with the bell tower raid afterwards with the whole team. So yeah, anyone wants to join us to a village liberation? Right, that's better. We've got loads of tree seeds now. More wood. Right, I'll get some wood for cooking as well. That's bound to run out. Cool. It's kind of weird. So peaceful. Normally, whenever I'm on, it feels frantic. So it's nice to have a bit of downtime to be able to get shit done. Just maybe get ahead of the game, get some food in, get some wood in, get the all the guys equipped. Yeah, no food up here. What is that doing in there? Well, you can come out. It's weird because I guess we've got to go around to all the storages and actually turn off the other, so don't start putting books and crap in the barns.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Having other is nice, but there's a certain. We asked for it, we got it, but there's got an annoyance to go along with it.
They, I guess they had to implement it and turn it on, rather than. What is this? Like farm barn is open to everything.
It is?
Yeah, so it's got iron ore, cranberries, loads of onions, stone.
I thought I had that turned off. I might not. That may have been my mistake.
What did you want it on?
Just farming stuff. Just food and seeds.
Food and seeds. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, no, you have done. I was just looking at it wrong. It's just, yeah, because it's got iron in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, it gets deposited from your iron ore almost every night.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well, we now have 20 meats get cooked.
So that's the delivery barn, is it?
Well, that's okay. That barn is just for because we had all these farms that needed something and a place to put the foods, and I was wrapping up the food.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to dump a load of wood into the food wood stock. I think it's obviously going to take a while to get the forestry up and running.
Well, I know where a bunch of potatoes are.
You know where a bunch of...
Potatoes.
Okay.
They're in the ground.
Yeah, no, it seems like we're okay for food. It's just wood. There wasn't any in there, so just making sure they still cook. Why aren't you doing anything useful?
Because we get sidetracked by farming.
No, I'm looking at logging camp 4, which is the one that's inside our base, just to the south. And there's still loads of trees, small trees have grown back, so I'm just curious as to why it wasn't being productive.
Well, you should have enough. You should be able to like make a lot of crude wool.
Yeah, I put a logging camp by the south fence to deal with all these little young trees. And for some reason, it's got axes. Right, you turn it. Priority 1, I've just decided to put priority 1 so that you can just see if someone comes out and does it. What about the forestry? We've got what, 3, 4, 5, 6 on wood cutting. What are you doing? What are you going to go off to?
Snow's coming. Best stock up on fire.
Waiting for employment. Crafting. Right. Go cut some wood. No. Let's see if I can make you do it. What if I do that? Right. I'll do.